Hello, good day to you. My name is Teacher Jen, and today let's talk about grammar. So let's start by defining grammar. So, what is grammar? So, grammar is the manner in which words may be put together to form a sentence. Any word, depending on how it is used in a sentence, may be classified as one of the eight parts of speech. So let's talk about the eight parts of speech. And the eight parts of speech are nouns, pronouns, verbs, adjectives, adverbs, prepositions, conjunctions, and interjections. So let's begin with nouns. So nouns are the names of persons, places, things, ideas, or qualities. For example, capote, woman, Mississippi, river, seashell, hardship, and courage. Those are nouns. Nouns have six types, and these are common noun, proper noun, concrete noun, abstract noun, collective nouns, and compound nouns. So let's have common noun. A common noun is the word used for a class of person, place, or thing. For example, car, man, bridge, town, water, and metal. Now let's have proper noun. So, proper noun is the name of a person, place, or things that is its own name. And a proper noun always starts with a capital letter. For example, Michael, United Nations, the Tower of London, Uncle George. The third type is concrete noun. A concrete noun represents something that can be seen, touched, tasted, heard, or smelt. In other words, a concrete noun will denote something that you can perceive with one of your senses. Examples of concrete nouns are table, shoes, paper, and house. Now, let's have the fourth type of noun, the abstract noun. An abstract noun is a word which names something that you cannot see, hear, touch, smell, or taste. For example, consideration, parenthood, belief, loyalty, and freedom. Collective nouns are one of the six types of nouns. It is the word used for a group of people or things. For example, choir, team, jury. And let's have the sixth type of noun, compound nouns. Compound nouns are nouns made up of two or more words. Some compound nouns are hyphenated, some are not, and some combine their words to form a single word. Examples are mother in law, board of members, court martial, man servant, Mount Mayon, butterfly. Now, let's talk about the second part of speech, pronouns. So pronouns usually replace nouns and function as nouns. Examples of pronouns are I, you, he, this, that, who, which, everyone. Let's have the third one, verbs. Verbs express actions, occurrences, or states of being. Examples of verbs are run, write, be, appear, seem. Okay, now let's have the next part of speech, adjectives. Adjectives describe or modify nouns or pronouns. Examples of adjectives are necessary, private, beautiful. Adjective has two kinds. It could be a comparative adjective or superlative adjective. Comparative adjective is the name for the grammar used when comparing two things. For example, better, worse, less, or more, or farther. And superlative talks about one thing only and how it is the best or worst or etc. It does not compare two things. Examples are best, worst, least, most, or furthest. Now let's have adverbs. Adverbs answer these questions when, where, why, how much, in what way. Adverbs modify verbs, adjectives, and other adverbs. Some examples are very, to, loudly, finally, yesterday, next, daringly. And there are four kinds of adverbs. The first one is adverb of manner, adverb of place, adverb of frequency, and adverb of time. Let's talk about the first adverb or adverb of manner. These adverbs tell us that in which manner the action occurs or how the action occurs or occurred or will occur. Example, she speaks loudly. He was driving slowly. You replied correctly. Let's have adverb of place. Adverb of place tells us about the place of action or where action occurs, occurred, or will occur. Here, there, near, somewhere, outside, ahead, on top, on the top, at some place. Those are some examples of adverb of place. So let's talk about the third adverb, adverb of frequency. So adverbs of frequency tell us how many times the action occurs or occurred or will occur. Daily, sometimes, often, seldom, usually, frequently, always, ever, generally, rarely, monthly, yearly. And let's have the fourth adverb, adverb of time. These adverbs tell us about the time of action. Examples are now, then, soon, tomorrow, yesterday, today, tonight, again, early, yesterday. Now, let's talk about prepositions. Prepositions relate nouns or pronouns to other words in a sentence. Examples of prepositions are about, to, with, around, during, in, of, within. And let's have conjunctions. Conjunctions link words, phrases, and clauses. Examples of conjunctions are and, but, either. So, conjunctions also have different kinds. Those are coordinating conjunctions and correlative conjunctions, and subordinating conjunctions. Coordinating conjunctions and correlative conjunctions links words, phrases, or clauses of equal importance. Their examples are and, but, so, for, or, nor, not only, but also. Subordinating conjunctions introduce clauses that cannot stand by themselves as complete sentences and link them to main clauses. Examples are although, because, if, whenever, as, whether, in order that. And let's have the last part of speech, interjections. Interjections express feeling or command attention, either alone or in a sentence. Examples are hey, oh, darn, wow. Now let's talk about nouns and pronouns. Nouns are words that name a person, place, or any entity. Anything that exists, ideas, thoughts, emotions, people, all the objects like cars, planets, televisions, and phones can be named. Most sentences have multiple nouns. Some sentences have only a single noun. So let's have proper or common nouns. Nouns that name a particular item in a group are called proper nouns. The first is capitalized, like Michael Jordan, Pepsi Cola, and New York City. Nouns that refer to a general class of a person, place, entity, or common nouns, and they are not capitalized, like basketball player, soda, city. Common nouns are words that specify a general person, place, or entity. For example, I went to the downtown to do shopping. The girl was very shy. The car is black. So please do note, they are not capitalized. So proper nouns are words that specify a definite person, place, or thing. Examples are they arrived at London at midnight. Mr. Anderson is so helpful. I found my friends at Sandra's place. So take note, they are capitalized. Let's have abstract, concrete, and collective nouns. Abstract nouns name ideas, thoughts, emotions. Example, love, peace, honor. An abstract noun is a word that we can't detect through our five senses. In other words, they are nouns that can't be seen, heard, smelled, tasted, or touched. Examples are his bravery was very his bravery was impressive by any standards. Curiosity often leads to nothing but trouble. Her beauty makes her famous in the whole school. What made me successful was my dedication to my work. This time, let's have the table of abstract nouns like love, hate, honesty, bravery, knowledge, interest, peace, pride, justice, anger, curiosity, wisdom, confidence, importance, intelligence, information, dedication, loyalty, courage, freedom, kindness, politeness, friendship, and trust. Let's talk about concrete nouns. Concrete nouns name physical objects that have a mass. Examples are all, tree, glass. A concrete noun is a word that we can detect through our five senses. In other words, they are nouns that can be seen, heard, smelled, tasted, or touched. Examples: my father has just bought a new car. There are many cats around the tree. The president made his first trip to Asia. We have a fantastic teacher. The following list are examples of concrete nouns: English, student, dog, book, house, train, phone, carpet, school, bridge, chef, stone, turtle, key, hat, brick, vase, water, spear, fork, ship, ball, cup, ring, pencil, dictionary. Collective nouns refer to a group of people or entities, like herd, bunch, army, family, and tribe. So the following are the examples of collective nouns: armada of ships, army of caterpillars or frogs, soldiers, bank of circuits, batch of cookies, battery of tests, bed of clams or snakes, belt of asteroids, bevy of beauties, bouquet of flowers, brood of hens, bundle of nerves, bunch of grapes, caravan of camels, seat of badgers, chain of islands, clan of hyenas, class of students, cloud of gnats, clouder of cats, clutter of cats, clutch of chicks or eggs, company of actors, colony of ants, bats or beavers, lepers or penguins, congregation of plovers, worshippers, chorus of giraffes, coven of witches, crowd of onlookers, culture of bacteria, flock of birds, flock of sheep, flight of swallows, flotilla of ships, forest of trees, gaggle of geese, galaxy of stars, herd of antelope, herd of buffalo, herd of cattle, herd of deer, herd of zebra, hive of bees, host of sparrows, knot of toads, leap of leopards, library of books, litter of puppies, litter of kittens, lodge of beavers, mob of kangaroos, murder of crows, nest of mice, nest of snakes, orchard of trees, pack of dogs, pack of hounds, pack of wolves, panel of experts, parliament of owls, heat of snakes, platoon of soldiers, pod of whales, pride of lions, pride of peacocks, quiver of arrows, range of mountains, school of fish, shrewdness of apes, flight of candidates, deck of cards, den of den of cub scouts, den of snakes, den of thieves, division of soldiers, sloth of bears. Nouns are divided into two groups. They are countable nouns and uncountable nouns. Countable nouns are also called count nouns. Example: the toys are in the box. The following list are some examples of countable nouns: idea, mistake, city, car, worker, teacher, star, sister, bear, bottle, room, coin. Examples are: he has got a lot of books. There aren't many cars outside. Let's talk about uncountable nouns. Uncountable nouns are called mass nouns. The water is cold. So the following are the list of uncountable nouns: water, ice, juice, rice, sand, butter, information, science, hair, soap, time, money. Another example of uncountable nouns in a sentence: there is little meat in the kitchen. We haven't got much time. Adam loves science. Allie doesn't like milk. Quantifiers that are used with countable and uncountable nouns are the following. With countable nouns, these are many, a great number of, a large number of, a great many, a few, a number of. With uncountable nouns, the following are the list: much, a little, a great deal of, a great amount of. So these following lists are also used with both countable and uncountable nouns. Some, any, a lot of, lots of, plenty of. A few is more than a few, and a little is more than little. He has a little money. I have a little money. I have more money. Tim has few friends. I have few friends. I have more friends. The following terms are used with uncountable nouns: a cup of coffee, a box of tea, a loaf of bread, a piece of chalk, a slice of bread, a bottle of perfume, a dish of fresh fruit, a pound of cheese, a bar of soap, a can of Coke, a head of lettuce, a tube of toothpaste, a kind of shaving cream, a jar of honey, two slices of bread, three pieces of chalk, three loaves of bread, two bottles of perfume, five boxes of tea, two cups of coffee, two dishes of fresh fruit, a few pounds of cheese, two bars of soap, two cans of Coke, three heads of lettuce, five tubes of toothpaste, two kinds of shaving cream, three jars of honey. Now, let's talk about forming plurals. Most of the nouns are made plural by adding an S at the end, like pen, pens, pencil, pencils, book, books, file, files. Some plurals that ends with S, SS, Z, ZZ, X, CH, SH, and TCH are made plural by adding ES to the singular form. Examples: wish, wishes, watch, watches, fox, foxes, bus, buses. If a noun's singular form ends with a consonant plus Y, you must change the Y to I and then add ES. Examples: baby, babies, candy, candies, sky, skies, spy, spies. So we must take note that proper nouns are exemptions to this rule. For example, the Wendy's, not Wendy's. The Kennedys, not Kennedys, or IES. Some irregular plural forms are man, men, woman, women, foot, feet, tooth, teeth, child, children, medium, media. So just take a note about singular subject. A singular subject takes a singular verb, and a plural subject takes a plural verb. Therefore, the media are presenting the story inaccurately. Women are usually more sensitive than men. So most nouns take s at the end of their singular forms. For example, singular camera, but when we change it into a plural form, we add s, cameras. A lesson, lessons. If the noun ends in s, z, ch, sh, o, ss, or x, we add es, like potato, potatoes, has, hasses, tax, taxes. The following list are some exemptions of the rule. Examples: radio, radios, photo, photos. If the noun ends in f or fe, we change f or fe to v and add es. Example: knife, knives, wife, wives, thief, thieves, shell, shelves. If the noun ends in y, preceded by a consonant, change y to I and add es or ies. Example: fly, flies, baby, babies, country, countries, city, cities. Some nouns have irregular plural forms. Example: child, children, foot, feet, tooth, teeth, man, man, ship, sheep. Now let's have the non-singular or plural form nouns. For example, the plural form of pencil is pencils, but cattle has no singular form. News has no plural form. So this time, I will give you the list or some examples of the words that has no singular form. Cattle, trousers, scissors, pliers, police, glasses, pants, shorts. The following words are the words that don't have plural form. Example: news, information, missiles, furniture, baggage, advice, knowledge, rubbish. So when making a sentence, we should take note of the singular or plural form of the noun or pronoun. And we should also use a singular or plural form of the verb. Example: a library is a useful building. Libraries are useful buildings. She is a clever girl. They are clever, clever girls. Is it a new shelf? Are they new shelves? Are these boys hungry? Is this boy hungry? This time, let's talk about pronoun. So, pronoun is a word that can be substituted for a noun, noun, noun phrase, or other pronouns without changing the meaning of the sentence. Let's talk about subject or nominative pronouns. Some examples of subject or nominative pronouns are I, you, he, she, it, we, and they. They are used as the subject of a verb. They do the action. Example: it is cold. It is the subject of is. She paid today. She is the subject of paid. And we also have object or objective pronouns. Examples of object or objective pronouns are me, you, him, her, it, us, them. They are always the object of the verb, preposition, or infinitive, to whom or what the action is being done to. Examples: she paid him today. Him is being paid, not paying. I wanted her to come to the cinema with me. I am the subject of wanted. Her is the subject of wanted. Him is the object of the preposition with. Let's have possessive pronouns. Examples of possessive pronouns are mine, yours, his, hers, its, ours, theirs. They show ownership, answering the question, whose? Example, that car is mine. Whose car is it? It is my car. It is mine. Let's have the second kind of pronoun, reflexive pronouns. Reflexive pronouns, also known as mirror pronouns, reflect the action of the verb back at the subject. Examples are myself, yourself, himself, herself, itself, ourselves, yourselves, themselves. We use the right mirror pronoun to match the subject. He hit himself with a slingshot. They rescued themselves by selling their house. Reflexive pronouns may be used to emphasis. He himself finished all that work. It's significant. I myself couldn't believe what she said. Again, there is emphasis. By plus reflexive pronoun equals alone without help. My sister lives by herself. It means she lives on her own or she is alone. I prepared the dinner by myself. It means he prepared the dinner alone. I solved the puzzle all by myself. This one, he emphasized that he solved the puzzle alone. And there are some other uses of reflexive pronouns. Did you enjoy yourself at a party? It means, did you have fun? Please help yourself to some food. It means, go and get whatever you want. How do you feel yourself? Or you could also just say, how do you feel? Let's have relative pronouns. Like any pronoun, relative pronouns are substituted for nouns and other pronouns that functions as subjects or objects in a sentence. Relative pronouns are mostly used when combining sentences in a word in which a word or phrase is repeated. Examples: the gym was very crowded today. The gym is closed tomorrow. The gym, which was very crowded today, is closed tomorrow. Let's have who and whom. We use who and whom when referring to beings with consciousness, like people, animals when they are personified, God, and many others. Example: the man who sold you that book is my teacher. Who is a definite pronoun because the sentence mentions the person in advance. Use who when the pronoun is the subject of a verb. Example: Arnold Schwarzenegger is one of the most popular action movie stars or popular action movie actors. Arnold Schwarzenegger was the governor of California. So we can combine them into one sentence, like this: Arnold Schwarzenegger, who is one of the most popular actors, was the governor of California. Use whom when the pronoun is the object of a verb, preposition, or infinitive. Example: Betty is the president of Bidrock. Wilma praised Betty at the meeting. Betty, whom Wilma praised at the meeting, is the president of Bedrock. Whom replaces Betty, which is the object of the verb praised. Let's take a look for more examples. Sam wondered who was ringing her doorbell. Who is the subject of was ringing. Sam was not sure one he could trust with her secret. Sam is the subject of trust, whom is the object of trust. So just take a note that it is safe to use who if the sentence begins with a pronoun. Who did you ask? Whom did you ask? It is more formal. Let's have which and that. Use that when referring to persons, animals, or things in an essential relative clause. Examples: the book that is assigned to me is 400 pages. We are giving information. Is 400 pages about a specific book, the book that is assigned to me. We limit the focus on that particular book. Without the clause that is assigned to me, the meaning of the sentence would change. We can use which in the above sentence, although that should be preferred. The book which is assigned to me. We use which when referring to persons, animals, or things in an non essential relative clause. San Francisco, which is a great city in California, is where my brother lives. After the pronoun which, we are just giving some additional non essential information about San Francisco. We cannot use that in the above sentence after the comma. San Francisco, that is. More examples in which versus that. Animals that have four legs can learn to hop quickly, limiting the focus on animals with four legs only. Animals which breathe the same air as us have existed on Earth for many hundreds of millions of years. Cats which cannot fly are friendly animals. So take a note that the pronoun who is preferred in some cases for the above sentences. Animals who breathe the same air as us have existed on Earth for many hundreds millions of years. Whoever and whomever. Similar to who and whom, except in an indefinite way. Someone sold you that book. He or she did not give you the right one. Whoever sold you that book did not give you the right one. Whoever is an indefinite pronoun because the sentence does not mention about the about the whoever in advance. Whoever is the subject of the verb sold. Whose indicates possession. Jack is the best in class. I borrowed Jack's notebook. Jack, whose notebook I borrowed, is the best in class. Demonstrative pronouns, also known as pointing pronouns, are used to indicate which thing you are talking about. The pointing pronouns are this, these, that, those. Use these or these, the plural of this, to point the objects near the speaker. Use that or the plural form those to point the objects far from the speaker. I want to buy these and those over there. Pointing pronoun stands in for what the speaker is pointing to. You should taste those. They are really good. It's a pointing pronoun. Just a warning, a pronoun replaces a noun, or else it is an adjective. You should taste those apples. Those here is an adjective modifying apples. That man looks suspicious. That here is an adjective. It modifies the man. So that is our video discussion about noun and pronouns. Thank you.